education thing, it's so funny to me, it was my greatest weakness. And then it became something that I never wanted to allow myself or allow somebody to think that I wasn't smart enough, which is really dumb. But yet it was the thing that created a lot of success in being able to process information and all that. In 2005, when I left corporate, I went, what can I teach? And it was the first thing that just kind of, comes out, and I thought,
used it.
And so, it's something that it kind of reminds me, hey, maybe there's some people that need that kind of acceleration to, double their reading rate and remember more and stuff like that. And that's a great thing. But whatever it is in your world, folks, the other thing I do want to ask about, because I want a little clarification, because when I listened to what you were saying, the work that you're doing as a business consultant, I mean, I realize, one, that's probably your highest profit center. Two, what do you do?
It is.
Not my first rodeo, right? So tell me more about what you're bringing to businesses and what people are calling you about and looking for.
Yeah, so the foundation of services that we offer are payroll processing and payroll reporting, workers' comp and risk and safety consulting, HR consulting and compliance, and then business consulting and strategy. So that's the foundation of how we attract businesses to us, is that broad range of products. And of course, some small businesses are more interested in different pieces than others. The interesting thing is that when COVID-19 hit and things started shutting down and markets evaporated just like that, what I've been saying for years, and one of the core competencies that I bring to the table based on my experiences of working for Ford Motor, Eastman Kodak, and Dell Computer as a finance guy associated with an operating unit, is my ability to see things financially from the standpoint of the income statement, the balance sheet, and the cash flow statement. A lot of these small business owners don't have that, but suddenly they needed to understand, wait a second, everything dried up. What levers can I really pull here from the standpoint of working capital management? So there were two things that emerged out of that. I need some bridging working capital resources. And so that was, of course, the basis of the CARES Act. First, the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, and then the CARES Act. And then that, out of that dropped the PPP, the Payroll Protection Program, and the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. So one of the first big things we did, and we kind of did it hand in hand, is we helped small business owners understand how they could plug into those resources, and then how to optimally use those resources to sustain themselves as long as they possibly could by managing receivables and payables and inventory and keeping the lights on and all that kind of stuff. So doing that now for the last 3 or 4 months has really built up our credibility as a business. And then there's an education piece that Soul Canyon plugs into that. And now it's real. Now it's not just talking about, accounting and debits and credits. And so this is real to them, because suddenly, they had to do it. So, so we pivoted inside of BBSI away from just kind of our standard consulting acumen and our compliance acumen to getting very tactical and specific in terms of what small businesses need to survive and establish a real tactical competitive advantage inside that window.
It's so funny. So I'm hearing you say all this, and in the back of my mind, I know what a lot of business owners are asking. Oh my gosh, show me the money. Yeah. And then the hard part is that because there was a lot of money that was being given.
A ton of money. And you know what, Pat? I believe they extended the PPP application deadline again, and I do believe, though, it's coming up in just a couple of days. But they're in that second round of CARES Act funding that funded both the PPP program and the EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. There's money still out there. You can go out to the SBA disaster loan website and just like like we all did, fill out that application in about 10 minutes and get those resources. And certainly you do want to read through the loan docs, and there's collateralization issues and things like that you want to pay attention to. But man, if you even have the option of having that working capital bridge this situation or create an opportunity for you to pivot yourself in a new strategic direction, which is another thing that we're doing with small businesses.
That's beautiful. I mean, the thing that I love about that, and why I really wanted to kind of go, I know that you guys have some amazing creativity, but when COVID-19 hit, this part of your business went like that, vertical. And it was because you understood they're bleeding. And and then the beauty of what you've done, and this is me kind of listening and thinking, is that you said, here's the money, and here's how you don't go broke, how you don't go out of business in the next 6 months.
That's right.
What a lot of folks don't realize, Pat, is that there is money that cities and counties have available that they haven't tapped into.
That's right.
And that's, through my networking in our local community level, I know that there's funds out there for businesses that if they need it, they need to go grab it. And they need to, don't look at it as a handout. It's what we're here for, is to help each other through this.
Well,